Hello viewers, welcome once again to this channel. In today's video is going to be very exciting. We are going to learn how to use the gradient tool on pictures. So before we get started, I would like you to hit on the subscribe button down below, and you can also hit on the notification bell to get access to all our videos we upload. You get notifications every day as soon as we upload it. You can also like and share the video and give out your comment sections as well. Okay, so as I said earlier, or as I stated earlier, we're going to look at how to use the gradient tool on some pictures or cause some gradients on our pictures. So first of all, I'll launch my Photoshop app. What you are going to do today has so many procedures, so many people have different ways of going about it. Okay, so don't worry, it's not just one way we are going to tackle with it. But before we go on with that, I'd like us to recap on the use of gradient. So I'll first create a new file. Let me make it in the landscape. Okay, so this is my new file. Okay, so on the toolbar here we have the gradient tool to be this. Okay, so you click on the gradient tool and this menu shows up here. We discussed it the last time. So these are some of the gradient presets I've been using. Okay, we have this. We have so many gradient presets. These are all what gradients. So let's see what this one does. If I select this one and I click and drag from the left to right, this is what happens. Okay, when I drag from the right to left, the inverse also happens. But when I come here, currently the linear is selected, so when I come to radial and I do the same, it comes up the same, just in the radial form. Okay, this is in a circular form. Very nice. And when I come to the angle, this is the angle, sorry. When I come to the angle, it also does it in the angle form. And I think this one is the diamond. Yeah, this is the diamond. It creates it in a diamond form. Okay, I've forgotten the name for this. Okay, reflected gradient. So the reflected to is as such. Okay, so this is not our main purpose for today's video, so I wouldn't waste my time on this one. We have to move on. We are going to look at how to apply these things on a picture. So I'll first import a picture. Okay, let me open a picture. I think I have one picture here. Yeah, so I'll use this picture for today's work. Now, as I stated earlier, we have so many methods in today's work. Okay, the first one I'm going to show you, okay, is when you apply the gradient on a new layer. Okay, on a blank layer. So before you can do the first method, you have to first open a new layer here. Okay, so the new layer selected and your gradient selected, you come up here, you choose a color. Let's say we are going with this color. Okay, so I will double click on it up here. Now when you come here, okay, here helps you to what, change the color of what your work. But you see there's a black tool at the top of it. Okay, when you click on this, it will determine the opacity of that color you've what selected. Currently is 100%, and this one is also what, you can use it to change the color or whatever. And here is what, for the opacity, so you can change this one to 0%. okay, because if this one is 100%, it will cover the picture entirely, you will not see the picture. So you can make this one 0% or even 13%, and the picture will display partially. So after doing this setting, you come to your picture with your cursor, it will show in a platform. You drag this one, I want the color, the blue color, to show at the bottom, so I'll drag from the bottom to the top, to a portion in the top, and I'll leave it, and I see that it has shown on my picture very neatly. I can make the line very long and the gradient also come long, or I can start the line from the middle to this part and it comes straight to the middle. If I started from the top, this is how it comes, but if I started from the bottom, this is how it works. Okay, so very cool. Let's go back with this. So you can apply it on multiple colors. Okay, you can create multiple colors here. You can press alt and this and drag another color and introduce it. Let me say I can introduce this color too, then come up here so that when I draw it, I'll have three colors now. Sorry, two colors. Okay, so however you want it, you do it that way. Now quickly, let's move on to the second method. Let's undo whatever we did. Control Alt plus Z. Now with the second method, we are going to act on this actual picture. So first we are going to unlock the picture from the background. You double click on it, then you click on OK. So now it has been unlocked, okay, and has been already rasterized. So afterwards you create a layer mask on this picture. So you come down here, you see this layer mask, you click on it and it creates a layer mask box here. Now you select your gradient tool again, but with this one you can select any other color, any color you want. Exactly, you don't have to reduce the opacity for one or anything. You just select the color, you come up here, you draw it and it works on it, but it would require the background of the picture. So before I could do it, you see it has removed the background. Let me go back. As soon as I did it, it cleaned it out, okay, so that I could see the background. So whenever you want to do this, the actual color you want to come down here, you can create a new layer and show that color beneath it. So if I want the red color to come after my gradient, I'll let the red color be the background of the picture, okay, before I come here and draw the gradient, and you see the red color has affected it very nicely. How do you see it? Okay, so if I change the color here, the gradient also will change. See, as the color is changing, the gradient is changing. Very nice, right? Yes. And now let's look at one thing also. Currently the gradient is linear, right? So let's see if we change it to radial and we draw it again, how is it going to show? You see there's a difference now. It's not showing as at first it was showing. Let's drag from here. You see it's now in a rounded form. It's not linear or moving from one point to another. It's now rounded. Let's change it to angle 2 and see how the angle is going to work. You see how the angle also did it. So you see these options also work on the pictures. Let's look at the reflected too as well. This is how the reflected also works. Okay, and then finally the diamond. This is how the diamond also, let me make it in the middle, and you see it's created some faint diamond here. From the layers panel you can easily see the diamond in the layer mask. Okay, so that's how it's going to work out. So anyhow you want it, but normally the linear will work out better for you, so you just choose a linear. Very good for you. And you know one thing, here we have it in a solid color. When we change this to a gradient, okay, you can have the down part to be a gradient, you can have it in this form. So some parts will be moved, then some parts will be, let's say, this color. So we have gradients within the gradient. We have some gray color here and a different color also there. Okay, very cool, right? So the gradient isn't used for only some specific purpose. It can do a lot. Okay, we can use it to do a lot with our picture. We also have the gradient map and others. We look at those ones in other videos, but in this video our main focus was to look at the gradients, how it's being used on pictures, how it's used to transform pictures, and how you can use it to modify your designs. So I'll end today's video here. You can try something out on your own, your Photoshop app, when you are less free. Okay, and if you need anything, or if you have any question concerning this video, do so to ask in the comments section. I'll be ending here. Thank you for watching this video to the end. You've been a really great support from the beginning to now. Please, let's share the video across. Let's hit 1,000 subscribers. Please help this channel to hit 1,000 subscribers by the close of this year, and I'll show more gratitude by posting more lessons up here for you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.